Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here, and today for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and using the girl Futaba here because I recently got her A6 and I really want to see exactly what she can do. Now, this character has been one of my favorite characters for a very long time, and I was kind of upset that I could not get her A6 on the first go around. So I've been trying to get her dupes for ages now, but we got really lucky, and in a couple of our pools, which I actually want to show some of these actually, we ended up getting back-to-back pulls for what's it called, for our Futaba. So if we go ahead and check out this here, this is Futaba summon right there, and then we ended up doing 2 pages later, or like 3 pages later, something like that, and there was another Futaba right here, and then we did another one about 2 more pages later. Nope, 3 more pages. Oh nope, never mind, 4 to 5 by the looks of it, and another Futaba here. And we got really lucky with getting those last ones. It was literally a 50-50 each time, and we managed to get all the dupes that we really needed for it. So I was like, hey, let's have some fun. I want to go ahead and showcase the character with my favorite teams and just see how they just destroy a lot of stuff here. So if you guys are interested in this, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna get straight into it. All right, so the guild bosses are going to be our testing dummies today, and I'm just going to be having a little bit of fun facing all of these dudes. Doesn't really matter what we do, we're just literally just going to be using whatever we want to. And I want to use some of my favorite teams. So the first one that's going to be on the block here, actually, oh dude, there's so many choices here, but the very first one I want to go ahead and try out is going to be my Mesa team here. Now Mesa has been a team that I've wanted to use quite some time, or at least again for quite some time, and I guess my characters were somewhat locked, so that was my fault there. But has been a team that I've been wanting to use for quite some time again, and I do enjoy this dude. The only problem was he slowly started to die off, and I think it's just because a lot of other characters with their A6s being very powerful, I couldn't really use him as much as I wanted to. But even now, he still does deal a lot. He helps out a ton, and so I want to see what we can do here today. So first things first here, let's just swap out our turbo and we can use Tomoko, the extra damage bonus. Though granted, we do have a maxed out enemy, so this could help us out for our damage side, if I'm being utterly honest. Since she is maxed out, I think we do get more benefits for using her instead. So let's actually, you know what, let's just go ahead and use our skill, or at least our enemy here, because we are going to be getting a lot more out of it anyways. Plus the extra pierce is always great, especially for this character. So let's give it a shot. But if you guys don't know exactly what A6 Futaba does do, he pretty much makes it so our weakness implant now, not only can we get our analysis complete a little bit quicker, but she now makes it so it lasts 1 for 3 turns instead of for the 2-turn analysis complete mode. But she makes it so her In the Name of the Featherman, which is her what is it called, her skill 3, now will be for everyone. So it's an AoE move. It's no longer just a one type target move. Everyone is getting this type of buff, which is great to have, especially when we're trying to deal damage a little bit sometimes with everybody here. It also makes it so the weak damage, that whenever the opponent is weak to it, you deal 10% more damage, which is a freaking crazy thing to see. So wherever you're doing, let's say the opponent is like neutral to us right now, I think he's resistant. So if he's neutral to us, well, he's gonna now be at least what's it called, he's gonna now actually be normal. If he's normal to us, he's now going to be neutral, and so on and so forth. And or at least if he's normal, he's now going to be weak, and so on and so forth. But this now applies to everyone in the party. So now it's not only just the one person you select, but it can be multiple folks instead of being that one person. So I do want to go ahead and give this a shot and see how much we can deal here. And I'm going to take him off of this here and make sure it goes into the weak phase immediately next round. So let's go ahead and let's unclick it right now. And I want to just have some fun. I want to make this kind of quick as well, so we can actually test out all the teams, because there is a ton of teams that I genuinely want to try to use here, but I'm just unsure on which are worth it here. So let's use our skill 2, pop this on off, and I think we should just be good in action. I really don't have to do too much here. Just do this because of course I just want to refresh it, and I do want to kill with my what's it called, with my boy Mesa here. So now we have our skill 2, or at least we have our skill 3. We can go ahead and pop off this here, And so now when it's Mesa's turn, not only are we going to be on the weak phase here, but now we can do whatever we kind of want to. So you guys already know what that means. Let's go ahead and pop this on off. I want to see how much damage we'll just get with the regular just one attack here, and then see what we can do here immediately. So let's go ahead and smack with the one skill. Boom. Deal about 285k, which is already great here. And that's without the nerf. That's without us debuffing the enemy yet, and without us actually making him even weaker. But let's go ahead and click this on. Everyone's going to give him a weaker status, and we can actually check the stats ourselves. You can immediately see where we're starting to get this guy a little bit lower. Everything's kind of neutral now, instead of it being more of that, okay, he's only weak to this. Now we actually have everyone kind of neutral to him, meaning he's going to be taking a lot more damage in general. So go ahead and pop this off. Go skill 3. And then here we can just kind of use whatever we want to do. So I do want to try and use the ult just to see how much damage he'll really deal off the ult itself. We used it earlier, so it could deal some decent damage here. And oh my God, brother, holy Christ. That it's something about seeing those freaking numbers that just makes it so freaking crazy, man. But I love this. This is the craziest part. Now, granted, now that was only for the one turn here, so people kind of go back to what they were. Instead of everyone being neutral, they're kind of now back in their normal areas. So now he's back resistant. But you guys can see the gist. Like, everyone got that buff, so we still are getting what's it called, the 25% damage buff, which is not getting, of course, that disruption now where we're able to make him weak to everyone, which does kind of suck there. But I mean, like, hey, it's still freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just being able to deal some damage like this just for freaking no reason is just awesome. But this is just one of the teams that I really do enjoy using. And by having my Futaba the way she is now, I'm gonna have some fun using this on different things here. Let's go on to the next team. All right, so going with my secondary team, this is probably going to be Kazumi's team. Now, Kazumi is one of the few characters that is another part of the few that I don't really use too often anymore. And it's not only just because, hey, the character doesn't really have spark anymore, but it's just because we it's like you don't really use this character too much. As much as I thought you would be, you don't use the character too much anymore. And it's kind of saddening unless you have her decked out. And this is still kind of the case here. So I do want to use her for this because I know she does excel really well with Futaba. So I want to go ahead and give it a little bit of a shot. And it has been quite some time, and I mean some time, since I've used this character. So we gotta see exactly what we can do here, because of course I do know that my rotation is a little bit iffy or a little bit different, being that of course at the time I did not have infinite algorithm. So I am gonna have to figure out exactly what I want to do here. I could very well save this, but by the time it comes her damage round, we should have this back anyway. So we're just gonna go ahead, throw the rapier, see how much damage we can really get off of this here. And I also got to make sure we don't kill the guy, because of course killing him is not gonna be of a good, we don't really want that to happen. So let's just use our skill. No, it was our skill 2 first, and we want to use this on the fastest person. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this off when we have it on Rico, and do it from here. So I think we're of course going to take a little bit of damage, nothing too crazy. If anything, we should be kind of good that we are doing it this way. And I'm so glad that she kind of starts off or has this like slow start off here, because without that I'd be a little bit in trouble. But let's go ahead and you know what, go ahead and pop off this here, because we should have enough time to get our Rico's highlight back as well and be able to spam this anyway. So we already used our skill 1. Go ahead and or at least our skill 3. Let's go ahead and use our skill 1 here and see how much damage we really can deal. So boom, get a little slap on him. And I really just want to prep up as much as possible for the next round. Now we can go ahead and pop off with this. Only bad side about this is the fact that of course our rotation is a little scuffed, being that infinite algo is going to be a little bit weird here. So we're going to pop off our skill 2, make sure we just get this on refreshed, and then pop off our skill, I think it's our skill 1, correct, because our skill 1 is the non-huge DPS one. So boom, we dealt more than enough damage right now. He's going to of course go into his weak phase, and that's going to be perfect for us. So let's start just popping off whatever. Now, I don't think he kills here, or at least I don't think he will end up dying here, but on the off chance that it does work like that, I possibly should just kill, but I do want to have all of my buffs in order. So let's just do our buff and be prepared. Nothing too wrong with this. And I do want to make sure we're able to kill this guy, because I don't know if we're going to be able to use this. So let's go ahead and pop off our skill 3 instead of just killing right here. I do want to kill with Wonder, because either way we're gonna get the little bonus thing here anyways. So pop here, boom, deals more damage with the blessed little amount that we have. And then let's make sure he's going to be weaker to bless anyways, or at least be normal to bless, because if I'm right, he doesn't get double weak. Of course, he only gets that one. Let's go ahead and double check here. Yep, so he's at normal for this, and we can go ahead and pop this off first. So use our skill 3, and with this popped, I want to see the first masquerade. So the first one that we have immediately did around 800k, which is actually nice to see, but the second one is going to be a little bit different. So pop this on off here, make sure we get the normal as well. Boom, did about 800k. And I wonder, was it only for the one attack? Oh yeah, so we got that immediately here. And then let's pop off with our skill 3. So that should deal with the colossal damage that we do need here. Still about 600k, not bad, not bad. Pretty decent for her. The only issue is with the what we have here, her ult, I keep forgetting, is not a bless ult technically. It is a physical dealt ult here. So we were still in the resistance, but hey, I want to say the bless amount was still pretty darn decent. So I'm not going to be too much of a stickler there or be a party pooper there. I think it still did some decent damage, but it definitely could have been way better if we just had it at least a weakened state, or if that weapon, or at least that ult, was more of a what's it called, a bless related ult. But I think I just forgot about that, so unfortunate for me, but hey, still a fun team to go ahead and use. Let's go ahead and do my last team for the video. Now for the final team, you guys already know, like I had to do it for the girl Barry. Now I do know that Barry is the best with, of course, our Ange, but I really just want to have some fun and see exactly what we can do if we use her with a A6 Futaba. Now this is going to be a little interesting, because normally we're always using Ange, so I'm used to her going multiple times, but this is going to be one of the few times that we're not going to be going multiple times. We're going to be going once, and we're going to see exactly how this does go. Now I'm afraid of killing him immediately, so I'm just going to lock his health off that, and we're going to start with the normal amount. So let's go ahead and use our skill 3. And I know we did this for SOS, but we haven't done this at all here. I do want to get an SOS video out for you guys as well regarding the TW side, just to showcase this character a little bit more. But man, the amount of stuff that I can actually do now that I have this A6 is kind of crazy, because she can make things that genuinely was not possible now possible. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. We use, of course, our skill 3, go to skill 2 into skill 1, and hopefully we're able to get a cool damage marker. Now first things first, of course, I already know that she's going to end up killing, so we're going to use our double berry skill 1, and I just really want to just get some smacks in here, get those little smacks on up, and we can of course see how much damage that does, which obviously did a lot of damage. Now we're going to go ahead and pop off our skill 1, and immediately, I don't think this guy is resistant to curse, so he will be weak. You guys will actually get to see the big boy weakness here, and it will be pretty darn awesome. But let's go ahead and pop off the skill 1 here, and then our next turn we're going to go ahead and buff and be able to deal all the craziness here. But second thing that we're going to go ahead and do is pop this off, get our buff once again, and then the last round is where I really want to have some fun. So pop this off immediately, and it's lasts for 2 whole turns, so I guess it would be great to go ahead and pop it the next round anyways. So we can go ahead and pop this, use this, which does last for a whole good, oh, this is only for round 2. So you know what, let's just do it. Let's just go ahead and gun it. Let's go ahead and use our skill 2, get the lovely old buff here, And then for this, since of course the boss is gonna end up dying, we can just pop this here and we go to the weak phase. So let's use our skill 2. Boom, get the stacks immediately off on this dude, and we can slowly see how much damage we can get off the next one. Now he's gonna be weak no matter what. We already know this. He's definitely dying here, but let's go ahead and use the skill 3. And I really want to see the damage, bro. I'm excited. I'm so excited because I haven't tried this just yet. But we have all our debuffs. We have everything that we want on him. Let's go ahead and use our skill 3 once again, making sure she has that lovely damage bonus with crit damage and stuff. So we have that going on. Let's see how much damage we get just off the highlight itself here. So popping off the highlight once, he's weak, of course. We can go ahead and get this hit off, and boom, we get around 400. Oh my God. 1.8 mil. Okay, that's that. Chef's kiss right there. That is just lovely. Okay, I'm sorry, dude. It's always seeing this that is just crazy, but I want to see both of these instead of using the double berry highlight. Let's see both low skill 3. So the first skill 3 did about, oh my God, I didn't even get to see the over amount of just sheer damage that it managed to just pop off there. Dude, that's insane. It's just insane, dude. I want to do it one more time. Just, this is gonna be the only person who is gonna finish the whole thing, just because, hey, I love this character a little bit too much. So why the flip not? But that was the weak phase. That was the on weak type for that. And to see the amount of damage you can just proc off immediately is just insane. But let's use our double berry highlight. Let's just pop it, because why the heck not? Just pop the double berry here and boom, get some decent damage. So automatically I'm already in love with this. This is freaking great. And use our skill 3 to go ahead and end it, because this is crazy. The damage is just not fair anymore, bro. It's just not fair. Dude, oh my God, no, I'm having too much fun with this. I'm gonna continue playing with these characters, and this was just me using some of my favorite teams here inside of a video, because of course I'm gonna be streaming like crazy very soon for Blue Protocol. So if you guys want to stop by for that, be sure to check out the Twitch. But whew, it's gonna be great. Till next time, everybody, peace.